We've been yamboozled. Sweet potatoes and yams. What's the difference? Wait, I thought they were the same thing.
Oh, yeah, wow.
I thought sweet potatoes and yams were the same fucking thing.
Hi, I'm looking for the president of the Sweet Potato Council.
You got him.
There's something Americans have been confused about for a long time. Yeah, we were hoping you could clear something up for us, which is, what is the difference between a sweet potato and a yam?
Okay, a sweet potato and a yam are nothing alike.
What?
It turns out that what grocery stores in the US have been calling yams,
1 year, baby.
they're actually just sweet potatoes.
A sweet potato is the orange fleshed potato you'll see.
Wait. How does that make sense? He just said they're nothing alike, and she said that supermarkets are selling the same fucking thing.
Have been calling yams, they're actually just sweet potatoes.
A sweet potato is the orange fleshed potato you'll see today in your supermarket.
The orange kind are the most common today, but they can also be purple. And originally, all sweet potatoes had white or yellowish flesh. And a yam looks like this.
It's kind of brown covered and white on the inside, and you would only find it in a specialty store in the United States.
More than
What?
90% of yams are grown in West Africa, where they've been a staple food for thousands of years. So if they're completely different vegetables, why do the grocery stores label sweet potatoes as yams?
That name come about in the United States in the 20s.
Louisiana farmers advertised their moist orange sweet potatoes as yams to try to stand out from the other sweet potatoes at the time. But they didn't come up with that word out of nowhere. It was already being used for some sweet potatoes in the 19th century.
What?
So where did it come from? Well, here's a clue. The word yam was probably derived from these West African words. And the most obvious way that African words could travel to the southern United States? Slavery. So when West African people were forcibly moved to the New World, they probably used the word yam to refer to the root vegetable that they found there, the sweet potato. All right, it's time to try my first ever true yam, boiled. Much more similar to a potato than a sweet potato.
Sweet potato is like one of the most oversold foods, in my opinion. It's like the Brussels sprout, where it's like, sweet potato fries are so mid. I don't give a shit about sweet potato fries. I don't. I know some people are like, sweet potato fries are great. No, they're not. The only good, like, sweet potato, in my opinion, is like sweet potato. Like when you glaze it. I don't like it other than that. I know they're good for you. I know. I just don't like the flavor of them at all. Rare L take. Yeah, you're right. It's an L take that my mouth doesn't enjoy the flavor. Sorry. Go fuck yourself. Like the thing that really pisses me off, what really pisses me off is this. Fries being sold or sweet potato fries being sold as a healthy alternative to fries. They're not. They're the same fucking shit. Just eat fries. If you're going to eat fries, eat fries. You're not saving yourself by eating sweet potato fries. Either eat fries or don't. Bro, you haven't lived unless you poke one with a fork 10 times, rub it in salt and oil, and throw it in the... fuck that. I'd rather have a potato. Just have a potato. Potatoes are just better than sweet potatoes. I'm sorry. It's different. Yeah, but they're used in the same vein a lot of times. I just don't...
Taste take.
A sweet vegetable is just gross to me.
Wow, that's very cool.
Billy the Ace back in town.
Pull it? No, because I don't care what any of you think. The poll could say that 100% of you love sweet potatoes, and it would not change my take. Sassy Neff? No, I hate this idea that like a poll, like if I see a poll number, I'll be like, wow, oh man, I love sweet potatoes. Wow. I just don't like them. They're just not a very good food. Same thing with olives. I got to keep it a buck. I do not like olives. I will never like olives. I used to be a picky eater. Now I eat almost everything. Olives still suck. There's no amount of people being like, olives are great, that are going to make me be like, this doesn't taste like dog shit. And I'm going to be honest, I like cilantro, but there are people who do not like cilantro. They don't like it. And no amount of me being like, come on, cilantro is great.
Wow, that's
That is going to make them be like, yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot.
Trash.
And every time a sweet potato is in my food, I'm like, God, I wish this wasn't fucking in there.
As a current picky eater, how did you stop being a picky eater?
You eat stuff. I got to keep that a buck. Like, as a picky eater, you got to just keep putting shit in your face until you like it. And certain things you'll come around on. Like, you got to introduce it into your diet, like small portions, very small. Like tomato on a burger. Get a really thinly sliced tomato. And keep doing that until you can have a thicker slice of tomato. Until you're like, wow, I can eat a cherry tomato by itself. Same thing with mayonnaise. Same thing with cucumber. Same thing. And there's going to be certain foods that like just never turn around for you. That just never become something you're into. And like, I really worked hard with sweet potato. I worked hard. I've had it 100 different ways because it's supposed to be like this great superfood. And it just never came around for me. There are other foods that did come around for me, right? Like fish. I didn't used to fuck with fish at all. Now I really like fish. Mushrooms. I used to not be able to stand mushrooms, but little by little, I introduced it into my diet more and more. And now I'm a mushroom king. So like, that's literally it. You gotta force yourself to fucking eat these things. The other thing I would say is that a lot of times for picky eaters, it's texture, right? So if you can find a way to introduce a food that you don't like in a texture that you do, it'll become easier. And that's a discussion for another day. But yeah. How do you feel about oysters? Oysters make me sick. I think I'm allergic to oysters. But yeah, I used to be the pickiest eater in the world, and now I eat fucking everything. I even eat sweet potatoes. Like I think glazed sweet potatoes are okay. I like sweet potatoes with a little marshmallow or like a little, like almost like a balsamic on it, like something sweet. But just like a chopped up sweet potato in my food, I'm always like, oh God, I wish this fucking wasn't here. Would you eat this? Dude, this guy, we should have never given this guy attention. We should have never given this guy attention. He had one video that went viral, and now he does this all the time, and it's like, no, this is gross.
Steak. Boil some taters in a stainless steel pot. Set that to rare. Mince some garlic and shrimp.
The other thing is he's getting more and more degen with his preps.
Sauté. Season sparingly.
Look at them yo-yos. That's the way you do it.
Put your masher to work.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Melt a nice alpine cheese.
You fucking sous vide a steak in a toilet.
Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell you, them guys ain't dumb.
Flash steer.
Oh, come on, bro.
Baby, get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen delivery.
Success.
We got to move.
Ugh. Don't cook in a bucket like that. It's with
This is
it.
gross.
It's galvanized with zinc. Dude, you think this guy is worried about zinc? He just sous vide a steak in a toilet.